Level 1 in case of a chemical, geological, meteorological, or other than physical sign of G's action is confirmed. Level 2 issued when any physical sign of G's action, such as voice and motion, is confirmed. Level 3 issued when G has appeared. Alert level 4 issued when G would certainly land on a specific site in Japan. National Land Agency. Special Disaster Research Committee. Godzilla vs. Biollante. I found something. Who's there? This area is off limits. Republic of Saradia. Where are you going at this time of night? I have to go to the lab. I just received a call saying that the Godzilla cells have arrived. They must be quick frozen. I'll be back for dinner. You didn't have to come with me, Erica. Dad, it's okay. You know you can't do anything without me. Saradia Institute of Biotechnology. See you later, Dad. I'll meet you in the lab. Erica Mickey Saigusa, age 17. She is the best psychic we have at the Mental Science Exploration Center. It has been shown through numerous tests. Why do you suddenly wish to hear the voice of a rose? I guess it's a sign of old age. Yeah, I've lived here alone for over 5 years now. I guess solitude has given me some strange ideas. Has it really been 5 years? Erica said that one day the desert would come to life, carpeted with all kinds of wildflowers. How's your father? Asuku, he's fine. His latest project is to start a biobank. He's trying to get the foundation to fund it. Yes, I've heard of your father's project and how he wants to preserve the sperm of Nobel Prize winners for the production of future geniuses. There's been a lot of opposition to his project, but it's still going ahead. It won't be easy to get his work accepted. You see, those same kinds of attitudes forced me to leave the country. Some things haven't changed in 5 years. How did you do? It wasn't any good. I got nothing. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Did you hear something just now? A girl was calling you Asuka. It was your name, I'm sure of it. Goodbye. Have you ever heard of a chimera? Chimera. It's a legendary monster that breathes fire. It's supposed to appear from the ocean's depths, causing storms and destroying human beings. It has a lion's head, a goat's body, and a dragon's tail, but wasn't it a mythical creature? Genetic engineers keep playing with cells. They may create their very own chimera, a new form, totally alien and completely different from what God intended for Earth. Frightening, huh? I understand how you feel about my father's work, and many people are against it as well. But I can't help it if my father is the head of the Ecology Foundation. I don't see how our relationship has anything to do with it. You're right, but I'm still uneasy about my work. After all, the foundation supports the labs, yes, but that doesn't affect our being together. You act like Romeo from Shakespeare's play. Well, you don't catch me portraying your Juliet. Massachusetts sent me an answer. They want me to study there. Asuku, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. I can't give you an answer right now. Last night, a series of violent tremors has shaken the area around Mount Mihara on Oshima Island. Early this morning, smoke has been seen rising from the crater. The Central Seismic Bureau is monitoring the situation, but at this stage, they are unsure if a full eruption is likely. I heard it from two children a few days ago now. They all say they had the same dream last night. Did you? It started a week ago, and every night since then it has become more clear. Well, have you finished? Yes. Well then, show us what you've dreamed about. Yes. National Land Bureau Special Disaster Research Council, Godzilla Unit. This is Gondo. It's you, Colonel. Yes. It's really exciting to wait for a lizard that never shows up. You must be joking. Colonel, you must be trying to replace me. The most exciting thing that happens around here is betting on who kills the most mosquitoes. Sure, God only knows why I accepted this assignment. By the way, I called you because I wanted to conduct some research, and for that, I'll need your cooperation. I understand tomorrow at 10:30, Godzilla Wake Alert Level 1 in case of chemical, geological, meteorological, or other than a physical sign of G's action is confirmed. Prime Minister's office. I don't think the Prime Minister believes her story of... No, of course not. She's just a nobody. If he started believing girls talking about dreams and ESP, he wouldn't be Prime Minister for too long. So, Gondo, do you believe what she's saying? The truth. I hope it shows up. If it doesn't, I'll be out of a job. Top secret. First stage of emergency against G. Robotic engineering, computers, superconductivity, laser technology. All of our latest gadgets are at our disposal, including ESP. The Army is really up to date, are they? Have you forgotten one thing? What's that? You didn't mention our bioweapons, anti-nuclear energy, bacteria, Tsukuba laboratory of biotechnology already in the United States. They've created a bacteria that can eat crude oil. It's been successfully tested on the oil spills. Likewise, bacteria that can eat nuclear material has been developed by our scientists here. In case of a nuclear accident, the bacteria would clean up any radioactive pollution it eats in nuclear waste. Of course, that's why it would work against Godzilla, who feeds upon nuclear energy. Well, the situation isn't critical yet. True, an orange alert has been issued and the bacteria must be readied, but the bacteria wasn't meant to be used as a weapon, not yet. Well, the problem is that the bacteria can't be produced in this laboratory on its own. We need a Godzilla cell to create it. A Godzilla cell. Godzilla feeds on nuclear energy. Somewhere in its cell structure lies a nuclear digesting set of genes. We need that set of genes to make the bacteria. So you're saying that something's taken from the Godzilla cells can be made into something that can destroy it? The Godzilla cells were found 5 years ago. They were collected by an Army special unit. They are stored at the Okochi Factory for Foundation. Will you need anything else, Doctor? Just a few scientists. I'm very sorry to disappoint you, gentlemen, but I vowed never to work with Godzilla cells again. I understand how you must feel, Doctor, but it's vital for the defense of our country against Godzilla. My daughter was more important to me than my country. I lost her because of my work with Godzilla cells. Now I have nothing left to live for. Thank you, but I must refuse Co-Chief Foundation. So you're Dr. Kirishima. My daughter has told me a lot about you. I'm glad we could finally meet. My daughter also told me that you're a little critical about our work here. Extremely. Well, at least you're honest. However, I feel like you, like the other scientists, don't know what I'm doing here. I do realize the dangers involved. After all, every coin has two sides. In that case, you must realize what kind of weapon the anti-nuclear bacteria would be. Are you aware of it. I know that it could neutralize nuclear missiles. Nuclear weapons would be rendered useless overnight. If we create that bacteria, the balance of power, Kirishima, reality is reality. This foundation now has the technology to make that bacteria. The superpowers of the world would do anything to get a hold of the Godzilla cells. If any country succeeded, I'd have to use force to recover the cells the same way the American Biomajor attacked and destroyed Shiragami's lab 5 years ago. The government decided to store the Godzilla cells here in this vault as precaution. They would remain in here and only be used in case of a nuclear emergency that would threaten the country and only under strict control. But then Godzilla came along and the rest is history. As for myself, I hate the idea of the cells being locked up. These are Godzilla cells. Japan was devastated by nuclear bombs. Now we have Godzilla. It's only fair that we used it as a weapon that will protect us from our enemies. An earthquake, a powerful eruption occurred at Mount Mihara on Oshima Island. A short time ago, it caused a series of tremors that were felt throughout the Kanto region. The eruptions are still occurring, throwing lava high into the night sky and giving the scene an eerie glow. I must do something or Erika will die. I see Dr. Shiragami. Welcome to the team. Thank you. Shiragami has accepted the position. Really, he's coming here tomorrow. What? Yes, on one condition. He wants to keep the Godzilla cells in his lab for 7 days. Of course, I told him it was okay. So what are you going to be doing? Will you be creating the bacteria with Dr. Shiragami? Yes, to destroy Godzilla when it returns. It sounds as if you want Godzilla to show up, baby, but who knows if Godzilla will ever appear again. But if we create the bacteria and it's just a false alarm, I'd be happy if I never saw Godzilla again. I'm not joking. We would have created something as terrible as Godzilla. I know that it's just a simple bacteria we're creating via genetic engineering. But if the research continues at its present course, genetic technology will produce something far worse than Godzilla Kirishima. If we don't produce this bacteria, someone else is sure to do it. Just look at what humans have done in the past centuries, and you'll see. I know that, but our responsibility, Kirishima, I don't believe you understand science very well. You can see there's not a lot of movement, but something is happening down there. Alert. Level 2. In case any physical sign of G's action, such as voice and motion, is confirmed, the Super X2 has been substantially improved with the installation of the latest onboard supercomputer that controls automatic and remote functions. It's also submersible, capable of operating at such extreme depths as 10,000 meters. The armor is also the latest TA-32. It's twice as durable as the titanium alloy on the Super X. Right this way, please. That is called the Fire Mirror. It was completely constructed with synthetic diamonds. If the mirror is hit with Godzilla's radioactive breath, it will return its attack 1,000-fold. Pretty powerful. Yes, it is. It's already started. I've always been fascinated with cell division. 2 cells in 30 minutes, doubling to 4 in an hour, 32 cells in 2 hours. In 1 day, 4 million cells. Terrifying, isn't it? This is Kirishima. What? Dr. Shiragami's lab. The bodies belong to 2 of Biomajor's agents. They broke in to steal the anti-nuclear energy bacteria data. God only knows how they died. Is this why you've been keeping the Godzilla cells in your lab all this week? During the experiment, I thought I created an immortal plant species. I gave it self-reproducing abilities using Godzilla cells. You did what? I think I might have made a mistake and demand that you turn over all anti-nuclear energy bacteria data. to us in no later than 2 o'clock on Tuesday the 31st, or we will cause an explosion on Mount Mihara that will destroy it completely and free Godzilla. It was faxed to us. We received it this morning. The name of the organization is Alien. Unbelievable. It's Biomajor. They're the only ones who would know about the anti-nuclear energy bacteria. Yeah, it's a bluff. The Prime Minister, these two been too busy and more worried about the opposition parties than Godzilla. Well, they're not bluffing. That was a call from Mount Mihara. There was an explosion, but it was just a warning. A warning. Read the rest. You'll understand there is more to the message. We've already made preparations to prove that we mean business. We shall set off a warning explosion by remote control at 2 o'clock, 24 hours before the deadline. They're holding the entire country for ransom, and Godzilla is their hostage. Slow down. This looks like the place. Deliver the bacteria to Biomajor. I understand. If that's what the government has decided, whatever you say, sir. Doctor, you see, science is just another host for politicians, so you're going to leave it to them. We can't just sit here and do nothing. Dr. Shiragami, come to the lake. I don't believe it. What you see is no ordinary plant. That is Biollante. Biollante, the spirit of a plant that appears in Norse mythology. But that plant has a human spirit, Doctor, I believe. Erica's spirit is in there. How do you know? I can hear her calling me. Asuka, I need your help. You did it. You spliced one of Godzilla's cells with one plant cells. Are you proud of this? What kind of science do you call it? What was he doing? He was crazy to start playing with the Godzilla cells. I don't know what scientists are trying to do nowadays. It's way beyond me. You have it. You'd better get moving. Alien, the switch is in the container. So it's a double cross. You damned idiot. We've got to throw the switch. There's no time left. So Radia, we've got to get this open. I know the key. He got away with the bacteria. Forget it. The switch is broken. Man alert level 3 in case G appears. Godzilla is back again. And if we lose the anti-nuclear energy bacteria, I guess things are about as bad as they can get. Ugh. Well, you miserable people of Tokyo, I'm glad you tuned in because this show we have a special report. Please stay tuned. In the United States, new laws were just a moment. An explosion has occurred on Mount Mihara. Godzilla has escaped and is still at large, so Godzilla is back again. Doctor, we must return to Tokyo. Biollante is crying. I can hear her. The Coast Guard in the Tokyo Bay Area is warning the residents in Godzilla's path and is evacuating the area. We have just received these pictures. Godzilla is slowly on the move. It has left Oshima Island and is heading in the direction of Tokyo Operations Center Self-Defense Agency, and Yasaki has been destroyed. Control on standby, awaiting instructions. Over at this rate, Godzilla will reach Tokyo in 24 hours. Super X2 proceed to runway. Confirm. Super X2 proceed to runway. Colonel Kuruki reporting for duty, sir. Super X2 was assigned to me in our operation against Godzilla. I see you're from a new youth elite corp. Yes, sir. All on board systems showing normal speed Mach 1. It will be arriving in 10 minutes. Switch to the X2 cameras. Roger, activate the fire mirrors. Home in on the sensors. Fire mirrors set on. Godzilla is turning west. Colonel Kuriyuki, phone call for you. Seems Godzilla has given up heading for Tokyo. Yes, this is Kuruki. Oh, it's on you. Gondo, should we sound the all clear for the Tokyo Bay Area, sir? What they stole, the anti-nuclear bacteria. Close all the airports, I understand, all right. I recommend waiting before giving the all clear. Inform the press that we're still fighting for Godzilla. in the Eureka channel. Karuki, are you suggesting that we should lie? This is an announcement for the airport management office. The airport is closing down and shall be evacuated due to the advance of Godzilla off Tateyama. All flights have been canceled. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. Here is a late news bulletin. Godzilla has stalled. Its advance and is stationary between Miura and Tateyama, Haneda, and the regional airports have been closed to all traffic. Further notice. Stand by for the next update in 1 hour. The agent's car has been spotted. He's on the Tomei Highway, heading west. Tomei, where could he be going? Seradian National Oil Company, the only company the Seradians have in the country, and a front for their spying activities, based in Osaka and managed by an ex-secret agent of theirs. Every week a freighter in Kobe leaves for Seradia. So you think they'll smuggle it out by sea? If we could retrieve the bacteria, we can defeat Godzilla. Then we'll have an almost endless supply of Godzilla cells. I see, but Dr. Shiragami is Dr. Shiragami. Excuse me, I'm from TNN TV. I'd like to talk for you for a moment. I've heard that your experiment successfully combined the cells of a plant with Godzilla cells to create a super plant. Dr. Shiragami, you people always criticize scientific experiments without understanding their true value. Scientists must look forward to the future. It's no longer Erica's spirit doctor. I can't read it anymore. I'm shut out. The Biollante is just a cross between a plant and Godzilla. What is it? Godzilla. Biollante is calling for Godzilla. Godzilla is turning north towards Adawara. What shall I do, sir? Keep it away in the water, away from the coast. You understand? Begin underwater attack. The mirror's reflection rate has dropped to 40%. The fire mirror is melting. We can't control the lasers as well. Incredible. The mirror is heat-proof, but not like TA-32 armor. Switching to missile attack. It's out of control. I think Super X2 is out of action. Can you bring it home? I'll try my best. Godzilla has finally landed on the east coast and is heading toward Lake Hashi. Repeating, Godzilla has landed on the coast and is heading toward Lake Hashi. The 31st and 34th Regiments have arrived at the southern end of the lake. They are taking up defensive positions. Doctor, get inside. It's too dangerous out here. Mickey, hurry, Doctor. What's going on? Our opponent thinks it'll win easily. I wonder, did Godzilla come to see Biollante because it knew they were made from the same cells? Yes, it's possible they're both from the same family. More than just the same family. They're both made from the same cells. They're identical, two of a kind, not brother and sister. They're the same creature. Biollante is dying. Godzilla's attack must have had an abnormal effect on Biollante's cell division. I guess it's not immortal after all. Godzilla is in Sagami Bay, so it's out to sea. Yes, we're trying to fix it. Sure, right? Well, the computers test it out. Okay, the remote control needs to be replaced, but that's expected. However, the fire mirror is out of action. We can patch up the armor, but the fire mirror is a problem. Can't you fix it? It's badly deformed in too many areas. Godzilla's melted a mirror of synthetic diamond. That's beyond our technological limits. This is Chopper 3. No signal on radar sonar. This is Chopper 1. Godzilla is nowhere to be found. Roger, all units stand by. I want another sweep of Saraga Bay and the surrounding area. Understood. If we lose Godzilla this time, we won't have another chance. We are currently over the sea. We will continue to search the bay and coastal areas for as long as possible. Roger. Continue your search pattern at reference point 420. 694. Dr. Misokachi to Colonel Kuruki wants you on the phone. Is it possible that Mickey can detect Godzilla underwater the way she did at the volcano? I'm low on fuel. If we go any further, we won't make it back to Tokyo. A little further, please. Okay, we'll head for Osaka. Okay, it's here below us. It's moving slowly. Godzilla is heading west 100 kilometers off of Hamamatsu. Last time Godzilla attacked, it ate a lot of nuclear material from an atomic plant to store energy. This time, it doesn't have a supply of nuclear material, and its battles with X2 and Biollante used up a lot of its energy. Do you think it will head for an atomic plant? Yes, what plants are nearest to it? There's one at Maizuru, one at Obana, and there's R3 at Suruga. That makes 5 total, a third of all the plants in Japan. What if Godzilla went that way? It would be a disaster if even one of those plants is destroyed, judging by Godzilla's latest position. The nearest one would be here, Nagoya. We must organize our defenses. Send a message. I want Super X to sent into the bay. I want air cover at all times and ground troops on the 3rd peninsulas around the bay. Here is where we'll launch our attack against Godzilla, and all out attack in Issei Bay. Godzilla is just as likely to come from Wakaza Bay. What if they send everyone in and it doesn't show? But it's an interesting question, but an important one. 22nd and 23rd Battalion, prepare to move into position. Immediate mobilization. Godzilla has surfaced. It's heading for Osaka. Send Super X2 after it. Understood. Send the fleet to the channel for battle. Understood. We must close the expressway and send all troops to Osaka. It's too late. There's no time for that, I know. It's too late, but what else can we do? We must move all troops along the Mishimi Expressway to prepare for a counterattack in Wakaza against Godzilla. If we go to Osaka, we won't have a chance, but if we go to Wakaza, we might be able to beat it. What happens to Osaka? My mission is to defeat Godzilla. Its advance on Osaka must be delayed. You have to evacuate Osaka. Contact Miss Okochi in Osaka. Yes, sir. Kansai International Airport Construction Base. Mickey, leave here, please. It's too dangerous. Please do as I ask. We were ordered to stay with you. I insist her and get away. What is this telepathy? It's all in her mind. It's absurd to think she can defeat Godzilla. This girl has been a great help to us. She might be able to delay Godzilla's landing in Osaka. I trust her ESP ability. Mickey, the Navy, has made it to the channel. Sir, the naval force, they'll never make it. It's too close for Osaka for them to use their cannons. Alert level 4. In case she's landing on any specific coast of Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, we must cancel the concert due to an emergency. Godzilla is approaching Osaka. Please follow the marshal's instruction and evacuate the building. Godzilla is expected to arrive in Osaka from Osaka Bay. Our civilians are required to evacuate in accordance with the instructions they receive on the radio and TV. Evacuate calmly and do not panic. Repeating, Godzilla is expected to arrive in Osaka from Osaka Bay. All civilians are required to evacuate in accordance with the instructions they receive on radio and TV. Is anyone here? What do you want? We're criminals? Yeah, we're robbing this place. And there's only one way to deal with his kind. Run. Godzilla is passing the north side of Osaka Park. It's headed for the business district. Colonel Gondo has just left with a loaded A and B rocket gun. He's On his way, sir. Good. Super X2. It's waiting at the business district. Let's go. Let's go. Right. Attack Godzilla from the front. Try to lure it over to the tall building over on its right. Can you do that without using the fire mirror? Ready missiles and Gatling guns. I'll do my best. Good. Keep it going. We're out of missiles. Colonel Gondo and his bazooka troop are in position. A little more ready. The fire mirror. What did you say? The fire mirror isn't functioning properly. Godzilla's not in the proper position yet. Fire, we did it. Okay, pull out, come in. Colonel Gondo, Godzilla's approaching. Your position, repeat, Godzilla is approaching. Your position, come in, Colonel. All of this extra venous stuff is bad for you, Godzilla. Gondo, after landing in Osaka and devastating the city, Godzilla has moved north to the Tapa Mountains. She used as much energy as Godzilla. It's no wonder why she's exhausted. She shouldn't have done it. She could have died. Yes, it's a call for Mr. Kirishima. He'll be right here. Thanks. Oh, Kuruku. Right. It's been over 14 hours now. There still doesn't seem to be any change in Godzilla yet. If the bacteria doesn't work in the next 8 hours we've had it, is that right? I understand. I'll get a chopper and see you in Tokyo. The anti-nuclear bacteria should take effect within 6 to 12 hours on the average. It's only 8 hours. I don't understand yet. Nothing's happened yet. Maybe Godzilla is too large for the dose we gave it. No, one should have been able enough. Then Godzilla got 3. One of them was fired in its mouth. The dose was lethal. I don't understand it. Neither do I. Just up right there. Get to the biochemistry lab. Ice blocks. The refrigeration is off. When Godzilla attacked yesterday, it destroyed the power plant. The hospital's generators couldn't handle it. What's wrong? I wonder. Godzilla's temperature, I think. Yes, it has a low body temperature. Is that important? We have no data concerning Godzilla's body temperature, so we don't know. But why? Bacteria breed slower in low temperatures, so the lower the temperature, the slower the reaction. You mean the bacteria won't work because it's a cold-blooded creature? Yes, it's possible. So if we can raise Godzilla's temperature, yes, but how? The M6000 TC system, Karuku TC system, thunder control system. It creates artificial thunder, causing high-frequency waves to create clouds, then heat like a giant microwave oven. Karuku, we can't use that system since it's still in its research stage. Tower 1-2 base, silver iodine seeding is completed. Expect clouds in 2 hours. The ground troops are nearly in position. Go. B4 installation ready. B8 installation ready. F2 installation ready. Mobile war room installation of all 100 generators should be done within the hour. It's hard to believe by looking at his face that he has such a huge responsibility on his shoulders. I guess it's time for my generation to step down. From now on, it's up to you guys. There's nothing special about our generation. We make mistakes just like everyone. All units now coming out, sir. Godzilla has reached Wakasa Bay. Godzilla is approaching. The generators have been completed now. They have to be charged. Good. TC system standby. Godzilla is entering the TC field. B2, you see, that must have raised its temperature a little. How hot is that? So hot it could melt an A1 tank easily. Godzilla's gone outside the TC field. Keep it in. It must not escape. Understood. Commence firing. It's back in the field now. Good. G4 Doctor. You better start hoping this idea will work. If we can get Godzilla's temperature high enough, the bacteria should work. Konaki, what should we do? Contact Yohama, the nuclear power plant. Yes, sir. Takahama plant. This is an emergency. What are you twos doing here? Biollante is still alive. Ask Mickey what. Godzilla chopper force maintain. Position Kamatsube. Stand by to scramble. It's working. The bacteria is spreading. It's true. Bring in the helicopters. This is incredible. Line 3 move in. Could Godzilla be immune to the bacteria. It isn't possible. Mickey, hey, where are you going? Hey, where is she going? I don't know, come on. It's dangerous, stay here. What's going on? Something's jamming the system. Biollante, she's evolving. Biollante, look at Godzilla. The bacteria has taken effect. Congratulations, Dr. Shiragami. One day we'll put all of this to good use. Now we have to isolate samples of the genes and put them into production at once. I'm not continuing my work on bacteria. Biollante has convinced me of that. What's the matter? You must continue your work. Doctor, you've got all the Godzilla cells you ever need. Godzilla and Biollante aren't monsters. It's the arrogant scientists that create them. Biollante. Thank you, Biollante said it. Erica, Doctor, it's him. You look like hell. How's the doctor? The water must have lowered its temperature. Godzilla's going back to the sea. Biollante has gone to the sky. And this lucky couple is going to America. Thanks, but I'm not going to America. Why not? Because wherever you go, people are the same. There's good and bad in every country. Then, where will you go first? To bed. I think I haven't slept for days. Shall we go together from here on always? How long have we been living in such an age? Maybe it started when man first stepped out of the Garden of Eden and left his innocence behind. Man would do it well to remember this day forever.